Now a quick summary. A plane full of boys are scattered on an island. Not long after, Piggy and Ralph met. They found a conch shell, and Ralph blew into it. The sound attracted the little uns and the choir group led by Jack. They soon had a vote, and Ralph won, but Jack was named a hunter. Ralph, Simon, and Jack went up the island to explore, and they decided to have a signal fire up there. Days later, a ship passed by, and Ralph saw the signal fire was out and blamed Jack for it. The little uns started to complain about some sort of beast. As a result, the boys looked for it and were terrified when they saw a dead man with a parachute tangled into some trees. To them, this is a monster. They have to vote again for who to be leader, and Ralph still wins. Jack leaves, but many follow him. Jack now has a band of hunters, which later kills Simon in a ritual dance. The next morning, Jack stole Piggy's glasses for the fire, so Ralph's group traveled to Jack's fort. In the process, Piggy dies, and Ralph hid in their camp. The next day, Jack ignites the entire island to smoke him out, and they're about to kill Ralph on the beach when a naval officer is standing right in front of them. Jack is a young boy around the age of 12. His appearance is said to be ugly, but to have the body of an athlete. In the book at first, he was leader of the hunters, but later on became the chief of a separate tribe. Jack believes in survival by having no order. He acts like a savage hunter with no basic principles or beliefs. Others portray him as a fit leader for the sole reason he provides them. He also perceives himself as a fit leader because he could hunt. Adolf Hitler is similar in many ways with Jack. 1. Hitler creates chaos and betrays. Hitler is a dictator of Germany and has an alliance with Russia, but he soon breaks it by attacking them. A quote from the book that supports this is one that says, "He was a chief now in truth. From his left hand dangled Piggy's broken glasses." Just like Jack, he uses violence with terror in order to gain control of his foes. Another two quotes that support this is when Sam and Eric say, "They made us and hurt us," and the other saying, "They are both terrors." Sam and Eric say this because Jack hurted them both and forced them to join his tribe. Ralph is a boy at the age of 12. His appearance is blonde hair, like a boxer they say, with the title in society of a leader for order and democracy. Ralph believes that there should be order in a community, therefore others perceive him as a leader, but when there's too much chaos, his group leaves to Jack. Ralph perceives himself as a necessity for the group to maintain their human acts and order. A person that shares many qualities is Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt became president when the nation as a whole was going to chaos. He made the New Deal and many other things such as laying rest to the Depression and many other programs like for schools or like jobs. As shown above, both believed in a stable community and knew what was best for them. Quotes from the book that support this are ones that say, "And another thing, we can't have everybody talking at once. We have to raise our hands up like at school." And another one saying, "You voted me for chief, and you do what I say." In this quote, he was referring to maintain sense because of this imaginative beast. And lastly, "We got to relight this fire. Do any of you want to be rescued?" In this quote shows that Ralph is trying to stop the people from doing useless things, but instead light the fire and have hope. And this is what Roosevelt wanted to, and for the people, and to work together and have hope. Simon is younger than both Ralph and Jack. Simon is a small boy with blonde hair, with the title of Society of Good and Pure. Simon believes that in order, and just like Ralph, that they would be rescued soon. In the book, others look at him as a beast, but Piggy and Ralph know that Simon was innocent. While others perceive him as the beast, he perceived himself as helpful and understanding. A person that shares characteristics with Simon is Jesus himself. In the book, when Simon meets the pig's head, it represents evil, just like when Jesus met Satan. When both of the comparisons come back to their people, they are both killed. Besides this, they are both wise and compassionate. Quotes that support this are when the book says, "Maybe it's only us." This shows that Simon is intelligent because he's one of the only ones that think the beast is not real. The next two quotes are ones that say, "Simon found for them the fruit they could not reach," and another saying, "You'll get back where you came from. You'll get back all right." These quotes show that he is kind and compassionate by helping the little ones eat and reassure Ralph that he'll be rescued.